are looking not very good. When things in our family are not looking very good. When things in our own body are not looking very good. That's the time to pull out that practice in a big way. We must look for the good. Because what we are looking for, we begin to attract. You've heard it before. But right now, I know there's a lot of people feeling like, where's the good? Right? It's around us, everywhere. But we got to look for it. Maybe you can tell me. So tell me just one thing that you'd say, I can look for the good right there and find that. What is that? What is something good that you can tell me right now? Tell me, like you need to teach me.
Family.
Family. Good. If anybody else is feeling like your family's not good, affirm it. Okay, what else? Someone over here said something?
My dog.
My dog. My dog. The dog is good. What else?
Friends.
Friends.
Family.
Family?
Yeah.
Yes, good.
My home.
Home. Yeah.
Creativity.
Creativity.
My bed.
My bed. Yeah.
The toothbrush.
Toothbrush. Yeah.
Because I say so.
Because I said so. That's right. Good.
What is
What else? Because I said so.
Health.
Health. Good. And that's really, keep affirming that. Love.
Flower field.
Fine.
Flower fields. Oh my gosh, we got so much beautiful flower fields going on right now. What'd you say?
Why?
Of course.
Enough said.
Finances.
What's that?
Finances.
Finances. Good. What else? You're looking for the good. What else is good?
Music.
Music. It's wonderful. What else?
Water.
Water. You got clothes on right now. That's good. Good for me.
Naked is good too.
Naked is good. Not at church. Just not here. It's good. All right. So we all can do it. We all can do it. Looking for the good helps us to say there is good in this world. We can get so narrowly caught up in what seems to be not so good that we have to compel ourselves to look for good. And what we know that when we start to look for it, we do attract it. It's an energetic law of attraction. You can't help it. If you look for the good, good will start finding you. It's just the way it works. And what I notice for me is when I spend too long looking at ain't it awful, things start to go wrong. Have you noticed? If you look too long at what's not working and what seems to be causing the anger or the rage or the fear, you look at it too long, it's like downhill, we start circling the drain. And so we need to start looking for the good on purpose. Look for the good, because looking for it begins to shift the energy. It doesn't mean all of a sudden you become rainbows and butterflies, but it's like it shifts. It shifts just a little bit at a time. And even if we shift just a little bit, that's a good thing. So that's a practice that, again, we take it home, we practice it, we use it until we feel something shift, and then we give thanks for that. So as we're looking for that good, keep in mind that you are attracting more good back to you. So this whole idea, in summary, we are unconditionally loved by a source that has provided everything we could ever imagine. Whether we see it right now or not, we are so loved that everything is provided. There is good in this world. You've just named it. And now let's also affirm, and I ought to have it. Let's believe it. Let's conceive of that good. And let's open our soul, be ready to accept and receive that good. And let's practice. Let's practice looking for it. Let's practice naming it so that we can not only believe in it, but then we can have it. We can truly have it. There's good for me and I ought to have it. Let's close our eyes. In your own mind, if you'll just say quietly that phrase, there is good for me and I ought to have it. There is good for me and I ought to have it. If there's any old baggage that comes along, ask it to melt away. It is no longer the truth. There is good for me and I ought to have it is the new truth. And so in this place, I remember that good is synonymous with God. The givingness of the divine right here, right now. That one source that is present, omnipresent everywhere. That one source that is everything we see and everything that we don't yet see. That one source that has brought forth from the invisible realm everything that we now see. Everything we can name was once invisible energy only. This invisible energy is God. It's that one source. It has created you and I. Right here in our own breath and our own heartbeat, closer than the hands and feet, it is who we are. And so we, as a human being, were once invisible. We were once a soul that wasn't yet here in human form. And so very easily we can say, I am a creation of that one source. I am the energy of that one source. It has provided me, and it has provided me everything. Right here, where each of us are, we take that in. And so I speak my word from that place, knowing for all of us, there is good in this world, and we ought to have it. There is good, which is God, and there is God, which is good. All we need to do is open our arms, and so I speak that word for us this morning, that we open our arms, we open our mind, we begin to conceive, we begin to believe, and we do, in fact, begin to receive. I'm knowing that this law of attraction is working in our lives always. And so I claim that this week we each speak our word looking for the good. We look for the good and we find it. And we attract it. And then I know that we give thanks for it. So knowing that there is good for us and we ought to have it. Knowing that our hearts and minds are wide open. I say thank you for this good coming into our lives now. Thank you for this good that we are seeking, which we know is our God. Thank you. Grateful to speak this word, grateful to remember. Grateful to remember together with you. Grateful to be on this journey with you. I release this word into perfect action of